Let's talk about this brand new Phoebe Bridgers album, Lost Weekend. I've been seeing rave reviews from different people and various critics, but I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed by this album. Maybe disappointed is the wrong word. I mean, I did love Punisher as an album, and maybe I had slightly different expectations for this album as well. Let's start with The Outside, which is this really long intro with vocoder effects on Phoebe's voice. Took me by surprise a little bit, although the production and sound design on this album is truly magnificent. It's quite impressive, and you have a very long list of credits for this album. You also have Jack Antonoff on the production, which can either go one of two ways, I feel. Sometimes it feels like when Jack is involved on an album, it can get quite repetitive, it has similar song structures, or it can produce one of the best albums in the pop genre. The overall theme here is very atmospheric, and it means you can dive into this world of Lost Weekend really easily. Lost Boys, Fragile Masculinity, and Peter Pan Syndrome, the song. You have these elevating trumpets and sitars. I think it's a great lead single, but I do think maybe the lyricism is not the most unique. It's a very safe song. It gets people amped up. It's very upbeat. But I do think for a song that has about 5 different songwriters, the lyrics can get a little bit repetitive, and those repeat yeahs towards the outro can get a little bit old as well. But nevertheless, it's a really fun song and I do enjoy it. Kill Me, another great song, starts with these jangle pop vibes, and then the second half just takes you by surprise. It's got really heavy bass and it's got atmospheric production as well as these loud percussions, which I love. It's also got background vocals from Cameron Winter, which is a bit of a pleasant surprise. I love this song right until the end, when it just ends abruptly. I do feel like the transitions on this album are one of the weak points in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it's intentional, but I feel like I prefer really smooth transitions from one song to another. It makes you feel more immersed. The Governor's Waltz, really impactful song about a breakup. Lyrically, it's very strong. All the instrumentation here flows amazingly. It's breezy and lighthearted, which obviously is a juxtaposition to the theme of the song. Bobby, in my opinion, the best and most triumphant song on the album. It's about her relationship with Bo Burnham, which I did not know they were together, but he also provides backing vocals and various production details on the album here as well. I love the drums and the blend of synthesizers alongside both light and heavy electric guitars, which was a very nice combination. It's got great energy, and I feel like this could have been a single as well. The luscious and melancholic title track is a significant track here on the album as well. It's got this really detailed outro full of layered effects and instrumentation, but once again just ends way too soon. It's very abrupt. I genuinely really enjoyed the first half of this album despite a few production quirks that I didn't quite like. I thought it was going to be on par with Punisher, but then I do feel like after the first half it goes downhill ever so slightly. Tracks like Panorama, Never Going Back, and Other Plans just don't leave a lasting effect. They're quite short and just not very memorable. I feel like maybe they either could have been cut from the album or morphed into one song, maybe just fleshed out a bit more. Especially considering the length of this album and how many songs there are, I do feel like some of these songs just maybe drag on a little bit despite their really short length. That's why I feel like maybe they could have been cut a little bit. Quite a lot of the time, certain artists place their best songs in the first half of the album, and then the second half just sort of trickles away slightly. The energy becomes a bit dull. The songs don't transition and flow between one another as well as I would have liked them to. Still Standing though, wow, a very personal and gut-wrenching song. It's about her relationship with her father, whether it be negative or sort of about forgiveness in this song. I feel like it's quite an important theme on this album. I feel like quite a lot of the songs here bridge the past and the future, and they're about all the important men in her life. I Can't Wait, though not my favorite on the album, I do really respect lyricism here and that really great surround sound production as well. I feel like the gentle strings and violins really bring out the life in this song. As Above, yet again gut-wrenching and probably another one of my favorites as well. It's a really beautiful song on family and mortality. I really love the rolling piano throughout the song, as well as Phoebe's vocals before they sort of erupt into this powerful stance. It's like she's letting out all of her emotions at once, which just really sounds fantastic here. On repeat listens, I do like this album more than I did initially when I first heard it, but I'm still torn. Punisher was an excellent album. It was really cohesive and impactful with this sort of grandiose production value. And the lyricism and production on this album is truly magnificent as well, but I feel like there's just something missing. I think for me, it's just not as cohesive and the songs don't flow as nicely. Though I think songs like Bobby and As Above are really fantastic, I just don't think they're close to Phoebe Bridgers' best songs. I'm talking songs like Kyoto, I Know the End, Motion Sickness, even ICU as well. Those were the songs that made me a Phoebe Bridgers fan, and I just unfortunately wasn't as impressed here. I really respect this album and all of its lyricism and overall theme, but I think various different songs in the second half just become a bit too repetitive, and they sort of linger around a little bit instead of moving on to the next impactful track. The reason I do respect it though is because it is really hard to create a cohesive and impactful album in this genre, especially one that leaves a lasting impression, but that's why I loved Punisher so much. Many of the songs here are gut-wrenching and they make you shed a tear. It's magnificent what amazing lyricism from Phoebe Bridgers combined with some pretty fantastic sound engineering and production from, say, Jack Antonoff, for example, can do on an album. I mean, it works really well on albums such as Melodrama by Lorde, for example. But the reason it works so well there is because it's really cohesive, impactful, high energy. I gave Punisher a 9 out of 10. I do think that album is definitely better than Lost Weekend, but Lost Weekend still has many redeeming qualities despite some of its flaws. For that reason, I'm going to give Phoebe Bridgers' Lost Weekend a light 7 out of 10. My favourite tracks include Bobby, As Above, Lost Weekend, Still Standing, as well as Kill Me, The Governor's Waltz, and Lost Boys as well, with my least favourite tracks being Panorama, Other Plans, and Never Going Back as well. Thank you for watching my review of this new Phoebe Bridgers album. Hopefully you agreed with some of my thoughts, but if you didn't, then let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you loved the album or if you were also a little bit let down. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.